The defending champions are back in the final. One more step, and they'll just be the third team to win back-to-back trophies. This is the fifth final for RCB. What a qualifier one it was. Let's dive right into the match. This was a day where bad fielding and drop catches did cost the game for GT. It was the reason where Rajat Paidar was given two chances. One was definitely a difficult one, but when he was on 20, the catch should have been taken by Rabada if GT had to make a difference, because at that point it may put on huge pressure on RCB, because at that phase Jason Holder picked up two quick wickets of both Devdutt Padikkal and Virat Kohli, which put immense pressure back on RCB. And Krunal Pandya and Rajat Paidar were trying to stitch a partnership, get the flow going. At a point when they were cruising at 12, after those wickets fell of both Virat and Dev, the run rate did drop to 9 per over. And in a track like Dharamshala, the commentators mentioned as well, so did Matthew Hayden, that the par score in Dharamshala this season at least was something around 216 or all. So they had to up the ante. The pressure was on RCB, and the fielding had to be really good up to the mark, which it wasn't. The pressure did catch up to the GT players. We saw a lot of misfields. Washington Sundar's run out chance for Virat Kohli that cost an overthrow of 5 runs. The shot which Kunal Pandya played on that free hit ball, which went for a four, which should have been just a single. The catch drop of Rajat Paidar. I mean, all these make a difference in the playoff phase. These are the small things that you have that can win you matches, literally win you matches. So these are things that GT has to be kept in mind. And like one of the commentators did mention, if I'm not wrong, it was Ravi Shastri. You need a huge upset like this to get you back to reality, get you back to the basics, so that you can come back stronger. The advantage that GT has over here is they have two chances to the final. Yes, one chance didn't go their way, but they have another go at it. They they should be looking to come back stronger. Before we go to that, let's talk about how the match went. You see, Venkatesh Iyer, he just got things started for RCB, and it was a good ball by Rabada and an even better catch by Shubman Gill that stopped that massive hitting by Venkatesh Iyer. And then we've seen this many times. Virat Kohli and Devdutt Padikkal, not only this season, but ever since Devdutt Padikkal has come onto the scene, his partnership with Kohli, the understanding that they have, the understanding that each of them have of the game, it just it goes really well. They complement each other with their batting styles. They're very classy players. Both have evolved their game to the modern T20 game. The strike rates are at both have about 170, 180 odd strike rate in this IPL, and they have had a couple of century partnerships as well, and probably a 4 or 5 50 plus partnership as well, and they had one yesterday as well. They would have hoped it continued. I mean, Jason Holder got Virat Kohli out again in the same way. I'm sorry, that was my phone that was ringing. But yeah, let's continue. He got into the same way. I mean, how many times have we seen this? The 23 World Cup final, this IPL itself. Jason Holden got him out when they played in Chinnaswamy. Here again in qualifier one, he got into the same in the same fashion. It wasn't a great ball, but chop back onto the stumps. It should be that something Virat should look at. He shouldn't be too concerned about it, but something he should really look into. Uh, Coming to Rajat Paida's innings, I mean, what an absolute peach of an innings. It was a well constructed innings. First, about he was 14 of 10, and the next 23 balls he hit 79 runs. It was absolute massacre after that. Bro hit nine sixes and five fours in innings. He murdered any bowler that came on. They held back. They held back Rashid Khan for quite some time because he was in the crease, and it didn't make sense because no one could stop his carnage. After that drop catch, there was no looking back. He was the one who carried that batting. Kunal Pandya played a great second fiddle to Rajat Paldar, but what a knock from the captain. How many times have we seen him step up in the playoffs? You know, when he came back in 2022 against Lucknow, when he came as an injury replacement for Lavneet Sodia, he went unsold at IPL. He came in as an injury replacement. That playoff in the eliminator, the 100 he hit against Lucknow, that's where his career kicked off. But he's just been really good for RCB. He took RCB to a title last time around. This time he's been better with the bat as well. He's striking the ball beautifully, middling it, and the power hitting that he's been showcasing this IPL has just been splendid. He's just been one man that RCB can depend upon in that middle order. It's He's one of those backbones of this RCB middle order, and he just played a proper captain's innings yesterday. When you look at GT's bowling, right, it was Kagiso Rabada and Jason Holder who picked up the wickets. Um, the rest were just sit around, barring Rashid Khan and Jason Holder. The rest were just whacked around the park. Uh, Jason Holder was the one who was actually putting the pressure in the middle overs. Prasid Krishna did pick up one wicket, but I think you have to feel for him. He should have gotten Rajat Paldar's wicket in his over. Uh, Literally twice his Rajat Paldar's catch was dropped. I mean, I still question why would you want to get Kulwant Kejrolia in? That's his first match this season. Your combinations were going right. It was working. Your bowling attack was working. Why would you want to change up? That is what you know. That thinking doesn't make sense. It's such a high risk move. If it pays off, it's one of the greatest moves of the season. But if it doesn't, it's just why there are always two sides to it. It was such a high risk, and you wouldn't want to take such a high risk in such a crucial game against the top teams, especially during the later stage of the IPL. Why would you want to do that? Uh, it's just, and you look at, then comes the second inning. I mean, bro, come on, you have to feel for that man. You definitely have to feel for that man.
It
As the
it
most
was
unlucky as dismissal.
just sad, bro. Just sad. What to tell? Like I was watching it and like it just suddenly cuts back to the stump. I'm like, man, I think that's hit wicket. And then she's like, everyone like just it was just silence. Like yeah, actually, like the players and the fans were obviously cheering because that's how big of a wicket that would be. But the way like I like when the bat when he played the shot on, I'm like, oh, the bat flew out of his hands, but it didn't cut back like right to the stump because it went till the boundary, and by that much time, Star Sports had already put four. So I was like, oh, it's done. And then I see the stump, the bails have fallen off, and then, like, I'm not saying that would have changed the game or anything like that, but it was just sad to see. Like, in another day, like, let's say they're chasing just 200, right, or they're chasing like 190, that kind of a wicket would, cost them a lot. And one big thing about GT yesterday is they did not learn any mistake from the KKR game, to be honest. KKR as well, they slapped them the same way on this kind of pitch. RCB did the same. The issue with RCB is that compared to KKR, I would say RCB this squad on like even a slightly worse pitch as well, they could hit like this only because they have good six hitters. And that's the difference between GT and RCB. RCB hits more sixes, GT hits more fours comparatively. Those two extra runs will add up to like 50, 30, 50, 60 runs almost. And if GT, like we mentioned, if the top three doesn't fire, who else will? Who else will? No one else can. So that's exactly what just happened over here, and RCB got the good game in which those guys also didn't perform. Like even if they performed as well, I doubt 250 would be a gettable chase. I think the max GT can could chase is like maybe a 220, but that's also a big reach because in the playoffs, I think I should think Kshitish has mentioned it before. The playoff pressure adds basically like 20 runs to the target. So obviously it was a complete demolition job by RCB. They just couldn't complete the game. They couldn't get the wickets beforehand only, and Tewatia went till like 60 or something. But it doesn't really matter. NRR does not play a role over here. They're into the finals, and the only thing now they can do is wait, relax, practice on their own game, because we they still don't know which team is going to come. But one big issue with RCB right now as well, which I would say is they're not understanding one thing is that stop playing Romario. Why are you playing Romario? I don't get it. Because they
Even
were.
I did. Even I did. See, I, I'll. There are two sides of it. Okay.
Hmm.
Yesterday, why Romario came in, I have zero clue.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why I would pick Romario Shepherd over Duffy, even if it is this season,
Hmm.
as my foreign player coach. Yes, you have taken Venki Iyer, who is your, he's a specialist batsman. You would want another specialist bowler. I get all that sentiments. But if you've seen Duffy this season as well, he's been going at an economy of 11 per over. That is his economy this IPL, and that's a concern. Him and Romario are on similar basis when it comes to bowling. I would say yes, Duffy is a better bowler, whatnot, but I'm purely looking at this season, the matches that both of them have played this season itself. You know, Bowler wise, Duffy is a better bowler. But when you look at this season's stats and you watch the matches, you'll know Duffy's bowling and Romano Shepherd's bowling, there isn't much difference. Both are going leaking for a lot of runs. But when the pitch is slightly in their favor and it is their day, they do pick up a wicket or two here and there. Bowling wise is the same. Duffy cannot bat. Romario, on his day, he can demolish bowlers. That added benefit, added confidence to your batting lineup to already heavy batting lineup, batting heavy lineup. If you have an added bonus of another wicket, the confidence that it gives to the top order batsmen as well, the freedom that it gives to all the batsmen, that's what is, you know, that's the added incentive of having Romario Shepherd there. That's why I would rather have Romario Shepherd than Jacob Duffy in the 11. If if you look at the final pitch as well, it is going to be Ahmedabad pitch again, pace friendly pitch. So the RCB management might again choose Jacob Duffy. If Phil Salt is not available, they might again bring Romario Shepherd in. There is a possibility. It might work as well. This is this is what my view is. Why I think Romario Shepherd gets the edge over Jacob Duffy. It is purely on that added incentive of Romario Shepherd's batting. Yes, he hasn't been great with the bat this season, but all it takes is one match. All it takes is one match. We've seen
All
this
it
many
takes is
times.
one match, yeah, yeah. But the issue is, the only issue which I'm saying is, he's like obviously GT was way out of the game, but he almost played the same role as what Kulwant Kejriwal did, which was swinging the momentum back onto their side. 15 runs in that one over. It's absolutely wild because when you are international cricketer, you should know these guys. Okay, they're already on low confidence. What ball should I bowl over here? And it's not that you're just an international cricketer. You've played in this tournament before. You've won this tournament before. I think besides the Chennai knock and the Shreyas Iyer wicket, people really don't remember Romario making that big of a contribution again. So if RCB wants to win the final without any mistakes, that's one big thing. Especially keep in mind that GT, if they come to the final, they have like the home support as well. Yes, RCB wherever they go, they'll have support. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But GT will always come in the conference and they play a certain way when they're at Ahmedabad and they play a different way when they're away. So that confidence will be a big issue. So RCB have to be perfect on that day. If it's SRH as well, you know how. SRH or RR, because both of them are pretty top heavy and have big hitters as well. You cannot give away those kind of overs, because I remember when you looked at Klaasen against Hazelwood the other day, he was taking his sweet time, and that's it. One over, he just slapped it out of the park. And that from that over onwards, they just went on a ramp and they reached 250. You wouldn't want that to happen with Vaibhav Suryavanshi or Jaiswal or Dhruv Jurel as well. These teams all have big hitters. So for the final now, obviously, like I mentioned before, I did say RCB was going to finish in the top two before the start of the season as well, and I told they are the most eligible candidate to defend this title compared to even Chennai or Mumbai previously. And right now, all I could say for RCB is this is good. I can see a really good dynasty coming up, like the likes of how Chennai and Mumbai were. I'm not saying they're going to win every year, but I can see Rajat Paidar winning at least two more trophies. I'm not saying this year only, but this mega auction cycle, there's one more season as well. You never know. You never know. I feel this Gujarat side as well. I think this season is just sparking. Not even this season. Last season has sparked a new era, but we just haven't realized it. New dynasties are going to be formed, and new teams are going to have new legacies. So that's all I personally have to say about this match. Now, obviously, today's match is the eliminator. SRH, RR, both good teams. No one can take anything for granted. No team should be confident too much, because it's the eliminator. It's just a one-off match. If you
Exactly. It's an eliminator. Yes, both are batting heavy sides, but it will again. People say the games are won in power play and
Mhm.
whatnot. But according to me, the battle here in this eliminator will be the battle of the middle order batsmen. It will be
Mhm.
which team's middle order will perform better, and that will determine the winner.
Yeah.
On paper and performance wise, SRH's uh, middle order has been better in matches way more than RR. RR, yes, they have the likes of your Donovan Ferreira. They saw Joffrey Archer also come up in one match. Jurel has been batting well, whatnot. Rian Paral played one or two matches, whatnot. But you see, SR's middle order, they have Henrik Klaasen, who is there in the orange cap race. Nitish Kumar Reddy has stepped in a couple of times. So I just feel SRH do have the edge. But again,
Yeah.
if we know if Ara's top order can
Hmm.
go create a storm out there,
Exactly.
it will be
I
difficult.
think the toss
But
matters a lot.
according to me,
The toss matters a lot.
this eliminator depends on how the middle order batsmen perform, and
I
that's where
think,
the
yeah,
game will be won or
exactly, yeah.
lost.
Klaasen and Nitish are the difference between these two sides. Because when you compare all the strike rates and runs, Abhishek has Vaibhav, Jaiswal has Head, Jurel has Ishan. They're all around the same. Just Jurel has like 100 less runs, but on his day he could stand for 50, 60 runs out of 25 balls as well. The only difference is that SRH has Klaasen, Nitish, and even the likes of Salil Arora. Yes, they have Donovan Ferreira as well, but when you look at these batting sides, you have to give the edge to SRH. The
Plus,
hmm,
SRH against RR, yes, they have the record of since 2024 five matches played. SRH has won five,
23
but
as well,
even
bro.
RR
Six
have
matches. Last 6 matches we've beaten them.
exactly. Now, never rule out RR
Yeah.
because it's a playoff. It's a completely different thing.
Hmm.
They're the underdogs here. You have to understand that because
Yeah.
SRH, GT, RCB, they finished with 18 points. RR made through 16. No one is counting on them.
Yeah.
There's slightly less pressure on RR. There's more pressure on SRH to win this match.
Hmm.
Because if you look at the performance wise on paper, all of that. So, but you can never rule any team out.
Yep.
That's the beauty of IPL.
Hmm.
No, we've seen teams that have not that great sides
Yeah.
to really push it through.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a really interesting match. Yes, this is only one chance. It's not like the qualifier one. Here you have only one chance. You lose, you miss it out. Better luck next time.
Hmm.
So it is going to be a tough contest for both. A really crucial one, really exciting one for the fans.
Yeah.
And you all know, as long as cricket is there, we're there. So we'll be covering all of those, all the games. There are what 3 games left
3 games left.
for this IPL. It is up to a crazy finale. I know it, and all of us know it. Everybody's excited for this phase. Everybody looks forward to it as well. Until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to us. See you in the next one.
Bye.